Hello, well, welcome to Writing the Market. I was previously recording the wrong screen, so I'm having to do this summary of video again. So I'm going to keep it quick. The very first trade of the day was in London, and that ended up as a loss for me. So we'd seen price push down below volume point of control, which is somewhere around this level. So once we swept this level and then inverted this bullish FEG, I thought the sell would probably be the best option off this IFEG, but price initially reacted off it, but then just swept up in the next three candles and took me out. It's a very quick trade to be taken out of. And yeah, it's just one of those things. Sometimes you get them wrong. You can't really do a lot about it. You can read the market as well as you want and expect something to happen, but price will do what it wants. I guess something that was telling in this scenario is we formed a higher high here with a close above this level. So at that point we had the market structure shift, so we could be considering it as a market structure shift and this coming back for an optimum entry. The only reason I didn't think about that or consider it is because price had already delivered a one-to-one at that level. So say you had entered here with a stop at the low, you would have got a one-to-one at this level. So I thought the move had already played out, and that's why I got into the sell. If it hadn't played out, if it hadn't reached the take profit there, then I would have entered at this level along with a stop above the low, a stop below the low. But sometimes that happens, and you can't really say or do anything about that. It's just one of those things. So we ran up quite a bit after that point, and I think we swept this level. So that was a very key level. There's a small 5-minute bearish fair value gap there. So once I saw that we formed a double top there at the high of the day, I was quick to enter a sell, and within the next candle it gave me my profit. So I was really happy with that trade. There was also another trade that if I had missed the first one, I could have taken, which is just the IFEG at the high of the day. So you could have taken this one when price came back and taken it down. Would have been fairly worrying at this level, but there's also a double bearish fair value gap there, so I wouldn't have been too worried about it. At least I would have left it, in my opinion. That's what I would have done in that trade, and it would have worked out. And my next trade of the day, my last one was so we'd come down and inverted this bullish fair value gap. So at this point, we'd come down to this low and form these nice rejection candles, and we formed a double bottom there. So I was expecting price at that point to come back to deliver higher. I was a bit worried because we weren't really at the lows, but what I did expect was for price to go lower. I expected us to tap into this IFEG, which we hadn't done at that point. So even without this structure, I was expecting price to go higher, which is why I was fairly comfortable taking this trade, which isn't at the perfect lows, but it formed the structure, and I was expecting price to go higher into this level for eventual sell, for at least orders sell orders here to take it lower. And that might not play out because we've now formed structure, some upward structure, so it might not play out, but that's what I was expecting initially. I was expecting us to at least get to that level, so that's why I took that long, and it worked out very quickly. So fairly happy with that one. That's all of the trades that I took today, and like I said, it was a fairly quiet day in terms of profit, but I'm fairly happy with it. I've made a good amount in 5 days, averaging around $400 a day. So that's really positive for when I'm looking for payouts every 10 days with Bullinox or with my Apex accounts. Then I'll be able to match sort of around what I need for consistent profits. So that's good. So consistent payouts every payout cycle. So I'm fairly happy with that. But that's all for me today, and call it here and work on some other videos. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So catch you later.